Blog Talk Radio. Please enter your host PIN. When finished, press the pound key.
To start your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now. Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Nobody take no cornbread from me.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yo, how y'all doing? All right, people. All right. How y'all doing? What is up? What is the goings-ons? What is the goings-ons, people? What is the goings-ons? I'm Tim Black. I'm the host of the Tim Black Show, and that's what you're watching, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook or Periscope. Wherever you are, if you're watching me, you're watching that show. Today is Freedom Friday. That's the day you call up and you speak truth to power. You tell the world what's on your mind. 319-527-6212. 319-527-6212. So call up, fam. Get at me. Let me know what's going on. Whoa. Okay. Let's go make sure we're good on Facebook and YouTube before we go too far, because we always got to verify. Let's go to Facebook. Facebook people, how y'all doing? What's going on Facebook? Talk to me. Talk to me on Facebook. Cheryl. King's Dominance. Rebecca. I'm trying to. What's up, Rebecca? Hey, Ronnie. Michael said he got a notification. That's what's up. Ginger Liberty in the house. What's up, people? Kitty. Yeah, I know, Kitty. It's going to be rough. Kitty says, I don't know if I can handle this, but I'm here. It's going to be rough. Michael said, this keeps him sane. We'll see, brother. I hope so. Hope to keep it that way. Yo, Nigel, thank you for sharing the show. Kitty, thank you for sharing the show. Facebook, if you can share the show out. They demonetize me, but I can still let people know what we do, which lets people know about the show and helps grow the community. So we won't make a penny off Facebook, but we will be able to spread the word. And hey, look, that's still a great thing, right? We get the word out about what you're doing. Once upon a time, that was enough, wasn't it? Yeah, sometimes we got to go back to basics, you know what I mean? Whether we want to or not, we got to go back to the basics and find the value. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, King's Dominance. Christina putting it in. Thank you, Christina. Give it up for those folks on Facebook sharing the show. Let's jump over to YouTube, see if YouTube people are in the house. Numbers, are we getting people out there? Hey, Gary, what's up? Lady Jackie, Diana M16. Trill South in the house. The Digi Pimp. My brother. Kelly M, my sister. Lauren, how you doing? Welcome back, Wolfpack. Oh, I need you tonight. I need the Wolfpack tonight, y'all. Feeling a certain kind of way, man. It's been a certain kind of day. It's been a certain day. David Melford shared it. Thank you, David, my brother. Music is life, Daniel, Carl. Nikki says it's not loading. Let it reload, man. I got you. I got you, Nikki. K to the Shy. Hobo Rhodey in the house. Belinda's in the house. Chuck D. Chuck D's up in this joint. What up, America? Sloth Party. Emerson Lamb up in this joint. How y'all doing? Garrett. Oh, Carl. What up? What up, fam? KQing. Ron, what's up, Ron? How you feeling, fam? Oh, man. I'm alive. What's up, Sign of the Times? Thank you for moderating Sign of the Times. My brother on Facebook who moderates for me, man. Big Mike in the house. Mike, where you at, brother? Got to give him some love out there to Mike. My brother holding it down. What's up, Mo Sager from Paris up in this joint? Let it be known, y'all. Let it be known. Yes. All right. Stephanie shared it. Jim Barrett shared it on Facebook. They come. That's good. What's good, William? What's up, Nigel? Gladys Littles. Julia. We ain't here tonight, y'all. I see people are starting to dial into the phone lines. Let's keep it moving. Y'all. It's us. It is us, y'all. It is us. So, I told you guys. Wolfpack, Johnson's. First of all, y'all like my shirt? This handsome guy I got on my shirt. He's follically challenged, but he's still a handsome guy. Look at him. Look at all sir. It's like, is this beam going to fall on my head? What's going to happen? Hope this structure's sound. Oh, it's the other way. I don't know. Help! All right, so look, check it out, guys. I got G-checked today. I got G-checked today. How many people have been G-checked? You been G-checked before? Anybody been G-checked? G-checked. Any G-checks in the house? That's when somebody literally comes up to you, if you're a guy, and they just grab your hand. Nah, it's like when somebody says something, they just hit you. They hit you in the breadbasket, in the stomach. Really hard. You double over. And you can't really hit them back because they got a point. Like, you deserve that punch. You know, sometimes you deserve to get G-checked. And G-checks are good. They can be good. I remember when I was 12 years old, I went to stay with my biological dad and his uncles in a place called Congress Heights, Southeast D.C. Now, I was born in D.C., but my parents escaped by the time I was like 5. Because, see, the part of D.C. my parents was living in was not, it ain't, the way D.C. is now in a lot of gentrified places, that's not the way it was. Well, when I went back to stay with my dad, my biological dad, he lived in one of those places, the areas where, you know, roaches just come get you. You don't wake up and see roaches. Roaches wake up and come see you. You know what I'm saying? They made the roaches I saw in Maryland look like they wasn't real roaches. Them was some. So I'm in Congress Heights, Maryland, right? And I get into my first real fight. Now, don't get me wrong. I had fights before. I didn't know that those fights I had before, them weren't real fights. Now, in Maryland, when I got in fights, people used to do measurements like, all right, it looks like you two are about the same size and stand, you know, about the same body weight. Well, how much you weigh? Okay, 75, okay. How much you weigh? 80? All right, that's close enough. You're really close though, man. Which should make you come back next week and fight, get down to fighting weight. You know, Maryland was different. It wasn't the same. D.C., I'm fighting this guy. I'm 12. This guy, 15 years old, he got like 3 inches on me. He looked like baby Shaq up in that mofo. And the reason why we were fighting, it wasn't a petty reason. We were like going to Malcolm X Elementary School. This was summertime, and we were talking, and we all peed, and he peed on my leg. He actually literally peed on me, Johnson. He tried to act like it was an accident. And I was like, this guy just peed on me, Johnson. So I had to fight him. It was either that or never come back, ever again, never come back. So I had to fight this guy, and this guy whooped my ass. Oh man, he beat my ass, Johnson. My eye was swole. Had 2 black eyes, 1 eye swole. But I won because I didn't want to fight him and I was scared of shit, but I kept throwing that jab. But see, I learned a very important lesson. There are worse things than losing a fight. You know, people tell you that throughout life. There's worse things than losing. They tell you dumb cliche shit that don't matter. You know, the sky is always darkest before it's the dawn, and you know, and crickets cricket, but they, you know, and weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Fuck all that. People say stuff to say stuff. Make you feel good. But what I'm telling you is that sometimes the ass whoopings you got to take to make you be the person you need to be, because life just gets harder and harder. So I got my ass kicked, and I say all that to say, I got G-checked today, but sometimes there's ass whoopings you got to take. The person G-checked me told me something I needed to hear, and I didn't want to accept it. I didn't want to listen to it. I was supposed to it. It goes counter to everything I believe. It's not what I want to hear at all, but I must hear it. And that is, these people do not love you, Tim Black. They don't like you. Not really. When I say these people, I mean these politicians. None of them like you, Tim. Yeah, they come on your show and say you're a nice guy, but they're not your fucking friend. You know who your friend is? Your friend is your wife. Your friend is your motherfucking wife, Tim Black. That's your friend. She cares when you get up in the morning. She cares if you get up in the morning. She'll help you get up in the morning. Your friend is your brother, your literal brother, who you helped clean his nose when he was a baby. Who you fought for, who fought for you, who you literally beat up 5 guys who tried to jump in that time. Remember that, Tim Black? That's your friend. Your sister is your friend. Your literal blood sister, the one you grew up with. Your friend you've known for 30 years, that's your friend. These people you meet online, these politicians that come on your show, they are not your friend. I'm so sorry, you big dummy, but they don't know you. You not their friend. You are nobody to them, okay? Nothing. They are politicians looking for votes, you big dumbass. You're just a fucking dumbass, that's it. Now walk it off and accept it. And never do for any of them what they would not do for you. Before you do anything for them, I don't want to hear all this shit. Whatever you done for them, would they do it for you? If you say no, you're a stupid ass. Now have a good day. I love you. Take care. May God bless you. And they just left the conversation. Now I was mad. I went and talked to Ms. Black about it. I said, Mrs. Black, can you believe this shit? Baby, can you believe this? Can you believe this? This is mean but true. Oh, it's mean but true, Tim Black. It is mean but true. You don't get the world you want, you get the world you got. They don't love you, ho. Now look, guys, I know a lot of people watching the show. They don't want that to be the case. They want it to be that this, somehow someone is different. Somehow, guys, somehow these people, someone, somewhere is magical. I know that's what we want to believe. I wanted to believe it. Damn, I wanted to believe it. I went to far lengths to defend certain people because I believed in this idea that some people mean well. But it was more than that. If I'm being honest, guys, totally 100% honest and transparent, it's because I actually cared about some people. And I mistakenly thought they really cared about me, but they don't. How could they, Tim? They don't know you. What is your problem? You want a friend? Get a dog. This is politics. This is not just politics. This is business. This is business. I lost 3,000 subscribers. I lost tons of followers, tons of revenue. I was on track. I was the most revered black media entity, independent media entity on the left. And I fractured it all defending people that don't give a fuck about me. I want to first thank all the people that stuck with me throughout it. I want to thank you all, those people that stuck with me through it all, who may have disagreed, who did not just assume I was doing it because I want to be on MSNBC or CNN. I want to thank you for not throwing me in that bucket just because you disagree with me. Thank you for saying that though you may disagree with me, I'm not a bad person, nor was I a grifter, nor a shyster. I'm just dumb. Tim, that's a hard word. No, it's easier to just fall on the sword and accept you effed up. Because if you don't, you live a lie. And no one needs to live a lie. There are people who are wrong who won't just be like, you know what, I fucked up, I was stupid, that was ignorant, that was dumb as shit, why'd I do that? I'm an asshole, I shouldn't have done that. Don't clean it up, man. Accept it for what it is. You fucked up. And then commit yourself to changing. Do a course correction immediately. Once you realize it, don't fight it. Don't fight it. Don't sugarcoat it. Because you're just prolonging the inevitable. Because wherever you go, there you are, Johnson. There you are. There you are. I had this weird thing in my head, folks. This weird thing that my standing up for the left. This weird thing on my shoulders. This weird thing. If I carry all of this on my shoulders and stand up for the left, we might win some stuff. Because it's up to me to stand up. I just want you to know I never did these things out of selfishness. Though some painted it that way. I never, and I was looking at this scenario like, okay, I'm getting beat up, but I think I'm fighting for the right thing. I'm fighting for what was right. I think I'm helping the movement. I'm helping. And I wasn't. I wasn't helping. My wife tried to tell me, she said, Tim, you're standing up for people, but they're not going to stand up for you. Who's standing up for you? Who's got your back? They won't even come out and say a kind word about what you're doing. They won't defend you, Tim. So I want to give it up for my wife for putting up with the bullshit. Thank you so much for loving me and for understanding your husband. See, everybody loves a guy who sticks in your corner, or woman. Everyone loves you when you stick in their corner. They love it when you stick in their corner when you got their back to a fault. Because who wouldn't love that? What they don't love is when you don't. Now you're a sucker, you're a sap, you're a loser. But as long as you're a loser on their behalf, they're good with that. Yeah, if you carry water for someone and they benefit from you, you're useful. You're what Matt Taibbi and Katie Harper would call a useful idiot. He's an idiot, but he's useful. And I was feeling like that's what the progressive left was doing to me. They were making me a useful idiot. And they were. Token black guy. Don't let him get too big. Don't let him get too much shine. Let's not actually help him grow, but let's keep him around because we need a black guy who's charismatic, interesting, funny. You know, we need that guy. We don't have that guy. We got other guys, but we don't have that guy. And that guy felt like I was being used, and I was. Doesn't mean I wasn't wrong myself. I was wrong. Because other people were using me too. And I convinced myself that there was more to this than there was. Folks, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, I'm looking at an article on my desk. I don't think it could get any worse than this. And I was the guy. Look, we don't need to put all the pressure on Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She's only one person. She's barely 30 years old. She's just got to Congress. Give her a break. She's doing the best she can. All of the squad are doing the best they can. And all I could hear was, front squad, front squad, front squad, Tim, front squad. Like, no, I just believe that these people mean well. They're trying to do some good stuff. We got to support them. What else we got? Sometimes, Tim, you have nothing. There you go. Sometimes you don't have anything. Folks, I'm telling you, you know who I was yesterday. I was authentic yesterday. I must be authentic today, even if you disagree with me today. Because when I'm looking at this article that I'm reading called Alexandria, let me see if I have this. Do I have this on the screen? Let's see. Okay. I guess I'll just have to read it to you. The title of the article is from WSWS. Right? What's that? World Socialist something. The title is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez denounces socialists and praises Biden administration and the Democratic Party. Can we say that one more time? AOC denounces the socialists, praises Biden and the Democratic Party. That is the title of the article. If there is any truth in this article at all, it's a wrap. So let's go through this. Let's take the time to go through this. It's important. It ain't sexy, but it's important. On March 19th, the Democratic Socialists of America's magazine, Democratic Left, published an interview with AOC, in which the Democratic Congresswoman and DSA member combines the most lavish praise for the Democratic Party with vicious denunciations of socialism. Okay. I realize that this is an opinion or an article based on an interview. This is an interpretation of another interview, another source of material. So I have to take it from that perspective. But there are some quotes here, and we will make our own mind up about the quotes. The same we have to do with all corporate media, right? It says the DSA treated this interview as an important political event. This is the first time the magazine interviewed the New York Congresswoman, and the interview was carefully prepared before publication. In the interview, Ocasio-Cortez presents the Democratic Party as having been completely transformed into a working-class party. Now that's got to be a goddamn joke, right? Mr. Nothing will fundamentally change. You're going to get taxed a couple more dollars, but nothing is going to change, rich people. That guy, Joe Biden, has transformed the Democratic Party in 2 months into a full-fledged working class party. She says the Biden administration and incumbent Democrats are totally reinventing themselves. How much is this taken out of context? Totally reinventing themselves in a far more progressive direction. Caitlyn Jenner totally reinvented herself. Kamala Harris commandeering the language of progressives in order to endear herself to progressives is not a reinvention. Joe Biden mentioning relieving some student loan debt is not a reinvention of himself. It's a fucking lie is what it is. Let's call it what it is. What are you talking about? I took shit for you, AOC. There are people that love me who no longer love me because I stood up for you. That's my fault. You weren't having a bad day. You are a bad day. If this is true, this not true, I'll take it back. Did you say this shit? Pressure from the left has forced almost a radical change. Almost a radical change? Almost a radical change. Okay, all right, guys. If Joe Biden has made such a radical change to the left, why doesn't all of the why aren't the Republicans hating him? Yeah, a lot of Trump supporters hate him because he's president, but a lot of Republicans are very comfortable with Joe Biden. To determine really what a person's about, look at who likes him. Right? Isn't that what you always say? This person is followed by Tucker Carlson, Richard Spencer, devout white supremacist, loves Tucker. Says a lot about Tucker. Fuck all that other stuff people say. Well, that time he stood up for Julian, and he's the only one who called out Syria. Richard Spencer thinks he's great for the white supremacist movement. Case closed, face closed. So ain't nothing else to talk about. I mean, if you give a fuck about that, obviously you don't. Obviously not an important part of your agenda. I get that. But you are what you eat. You are where you eat, and you are who's eating you. She says what is needed is a turn deeper into Democratic Party electoral politics. So a person who was framed as an outsider, willing to buck the system, willing to challenge the status quo, willing to support, fund, and help primary, incumbent, deadweight, corporate Democrats is now saying the way forward is to get deeper into electoral politics. Now, unless she says some shit like, by primarying the hell out of these soft-ass, neoliberal, pudgy-butted, smushy bastards, cushy, middle-of-the-road, milquetoast-ass, Republican-like swamp creatures, unless she says that, we have a problem, Johnson. I got a feeling she's not going to say that. She says the only barrier to the Democratic Party, establishment achieving perfection, is left-wing opposition. This is not her, this is them. This politician who made the career criticizing the Democratic establishment and posturing as a, look at that, they're saying the same thing I'm saying. McIntosh asked her, the interviewer asks, some on the left have looked at Biden's record and his difference with the burning wing of the party, and they conclude that no progress is going to come out of the Biden administration. What's your view? That's a hell of a question, Johnson. For the record, Bernie there's no burning wing of the Democratic Party. There is a Bernie, not even a wingette. It's like a piece of gristle they fell off, got really crunchy, salty and greasy. Oh, it's the best bits. But there ain't enough of them. It's only a couple, maybe. They taste really good, but it's not a wing, motherfucker. This is a gristle piece. Bernie has no wing in the Democratic Party. We must accept reality, even if we don't like reality. Okay? That's the rule. It is what it is. She replies, well, I think it's really privileged critique. I think it's a really privileged critique. It's a really privileged critique. It sounds like a rhymey old friend poem. A really privileged critique. His voice like, critique. Critique. She thinks it's privileged to say, we don't think a lot's going to come out of the Biden administration. I don't know how that's privileged. Maybe that's realistic critique, an honest critique. We're going to have to focus on solidarity with one another. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Solidarity with one another. Now, see, I always got a problem with this when people start talking solidarity. Like with what? With whom? For what ends? Oh, to get shit done they want done. Not solidarity to get things done we want done. See, that's not solidarity. That's getting robbed. That's giving in. That's selling out. That's capitulating. That's throwing in with the other side. That's giving up. We're going to have to focus on solidarity with one another, developing our senses for good faith critique and bad faith critique. Because bad faith critique can destroy everything that we have built so swiftly. And we know this because it has in the past. And it's taken us so many decades to get to this point. We don't have the time or the luxury to entertain bad faith actors in our movement. Precisely. We don't have time to entertain bad faith actors. AOC, if you are trying to tell us that we should put up with this bullshit, you are no longer a good faith actor if that's the case. It is not only right and just to critique the Biden administration, it is incumbent upon us to do so. We must do so if we are to be a part of the solution and not the problem. I was punched in the stomach today with reality. I got the proverbial G-check. I got my ass kicked a little bit. You know what? If you're watching me right now and you're mad and you're upset, sleep on it. Sleep on it. Because I got a feeling you're going to come up to the same conclusion that I've come up to. That you don't get the country you want, you get the country you have. And the only way we got a shot at turning this around at all is if we accept reality of where we are. And though it's nice to think AOC is our friend, it don't appear to be so. Even though it's nice to accept or to convince oneself that all is right with the world, and saying, basically, we need to be more like the Democratic Party and need to fit in, get in where we fit in, and maybe we'll get thrown a crumb or two. If you think that's a good idea, a prescription for success, I want you to think about what you're saying. Really think about it. This is bullshit, okay? And I don't want it to be this way, but if this is accurate, and there are quotations by her words, I'm not even reading what the people who wrote the article, their critique. I'm reading only the comments made by AOC and giving my own critique. So I encourage everyone to read this themselves. Now, we could go on and on and on about it, but at the end of the day, once again, it's time we own up and stand up. I will not defend this. You shouldn't either. This is detrimental to everything that we stand for and what we seek to secure for our families, our friends, our neighbors, our kids, our grandkids, kids we don't know, kids across the globe. This is against everything that we stand for. We cannot stand for it because it's convenient or it makes us popular or it helps us sleep at night. Sometimes your ass has to be up at night. That's what they don't tell you. Sometimes you gotta stare at the ceiling. Sometimes you have to be uncomfortable. Sometimes you have to be angry. Sometimes you have to have your feelings hurt. Sometimes you have to get punched in the stomach. Sometimes somebody got to piss on your leg and you got to take an ass whooping to be the person you're supposed to be at the end of the day. A person that can get pissed on and punched and still stand back up and stand tall and do what's right and fight another day. And that's what we got to do. With or without AOC and with or without all of them and any of them with a bunch of platitudes and word salad and nice talk. They don't need, no, they need us. We don't need them. I said they need us. We don't need them if they're not really for us. They're not our friends. This is politics. I get it. This ain't only just politics. This is business. You may win, but not with my help. And damn sure, not with my sacrifice. All right. Okay, damn, I feel like I got hit with a tornado. I feel like I am a tornado today. Am I a tornado? Maybe so. Speaking of tornadoes, there's horrible tornadoes going on. Well, there have been horrible tornadoes in parts of the South, Georgia and Alabama, to be specific, and it's horrific, and I want to send my condolences out to those people that were affected by the tornadoes. I know at least five people lost their lives. I got some footage, not of people losing their lives, but some of the damage of these tornadoes.
Oh, grabé todo. Oh my God. What the f?
Mira nomás, en un ratito,
Oh.
aquí, mira.
Oh, hell no.
Dios es grande con nosotros.
Oh
Mira
my
nomás.
God, I was so
Mira nomás.
scared.
Mira cómo quedaron estas cosas.
Papi
Cómo quedó
muñaño.
todo esto bien feo hasta
Oh
2
my.
segundos.
Oh,
Qué barbaridad.
hell no.
En 2 segundos quedó todo.
Somebody need to tell my homies here that those wires that you see, those are telephone wires. You could have got electrocuted You could be dead right now. Literally fried. Like a fajita up in that joint. You do realize that, don't you? Sitting there filming, oh no, oh no. Oh yes. Why'd you stop driving? Move into the clear field. Get away from the trees and the down electrical wires.
Oh my God. God be with these people.
This is horrific. Look at these homes. Look at the devastation. Folks, these are just homes caved in. Nice blocks of what used to be nice blocks and trees all over the road. It's just a catastrophe here, okay? Debris everywhere, Johnson.
¿Cómo está, Lolita? ¿Se salieron? Ay, qué bueno. Ay, no.
Okay. So once again, guys, I want to give my condolences to the families. That's, and this is what I'm saying, like, things are what they are. And you would think people that have been through a pandemic for the last year, over a year at this point. I mean, businesses shut down, schools closed, people deceased, people separated from their families, all routines, all sense of normalcy, gone. And Mother Nature's like, they ain't got nothing to do with me, Johnson. Here I come. I got some tornadoes for your ass. That's life. It don't care. It doesn't care what you're going through. Like the Democratic Party doesn't care what we're going through. The Republicans don't care what we're going through. People out to get that bag, they don't care what we're going through, Johnson. Only we care about what we're going through. I'm about to show you something that deeply saddens me. But it also proves my point on many fronts. Here we go.
For 25 years of my life, I come from a very long line of strong women. They always encourage me to use every single resource to help another young woman who's on her journey. I am sure Black women will lead this nation to a better place. We're taking control and we're shaping our stories.
When I saw this, a friend of the show sent this to me in DMs. I didn't see it until today. I think it's been out a day or so. At least 24 hours. When I saw this, folks, I had a physical reaction, a visceral reaction. Like I wanted to just throw up. Not just because Tamika Mallory there, the civil rights activist who has risen, not just that she is commodifying or allowing herself to be commodified, I don't know. She's getting her bag, Okay? She's picking up her money. She's being sponsored by Cadillac. And I know she was just in the Grammys performing with the baby when they did a song and all these people. Folks, they're taking the pain of blackness and what black people have gone through in this country and use it in order to enrich themselves. They're using our fucking struggle to be influencers and to market themselves and to help them in their careers and their ascension into pop culture, into whatever else. Now look, folks, I know we live in a capitalistic society. We do. And there's not a damn thing in this country that's not for sale. Shit, we were literally founded on selling human beings. Or buying human beings. Literally, that's what America is, man. This is a country that we used to work 5-year-olds in shops where they lost their arms and legs. We drove truckers across the country. They had them drive, and if they couldn't work 2 days without sleep, we fired them and put the next guy in. We had drivers taping cigarettes to their arms to keep them awake so they'd wake up when the butt burnt down to the skin. We'll be beat up, people trying to unionize, literally kick their asses, with the cops helping us do it. Where, to this day, Amazon workers are defecating in bags because they can't take a bathroom break, or whizzing in bottles because they can't get 2 minutes to go to the restroom, or their pay will be docked. This is where we are. And look, Tamika Mallory lives in that country. All of us live in that country. All of these activists live in that country. So I understand why people do what they do, but god damn it, y'all, I can't co-sign that shit. And neither can you. What did we just say? We said, they're not our friends. You're not my friend. I don't live through you. You don't live through me. We either fight the good fight or we don't. This is horrific because it underscores what we've been saying, that this BLM movement is talk, it's smoke and mirrors. What's been happening is this has been absorbed into American pop culture, been absorbed into capitalism, and it makes me think back. Colin Kaepernick in the Nike deal. Makes me think about that. So when they wronged him and he took a stand and he did this, folks, Fannie Lou Hamer didn't have a deal with Kodak or Polaroid. I said Fannie Lou Hamer didn't get a deal with Kodak or Polaroid. She wasn't a spokesperson. She wasn't sponsored. Brought to you by McDonald's. Fred Hampton was not sponsored by Mercedes. Malcolm X was not sponsored by Kinty Claw. Brought to you by the makers of Bear Aspirin. No. Because we are diametrically opposed to their bullshit. We cannot be enmeshed in that money-making, in that commodifying. We can't. Or cheap is what we do. Tamir Rice's, the 12-year-old who was gunned down in Ohio, Tamir Rice's mother has been very vocal about this. She called out numbers of people. She called out Sean King. She called out Tamika Mallory. And others. And I'm riding with her. How can you call her an agent? How is Shamir Rice's mother is not an agent because she calls out what she feels is people riding the death and profiting off the death of her son. Not for the benefit of the people as much as it is the benefit of themselves, their own self financial wealth, their own accumulation of stuff. This is horrific. It's more than horrific. This is depressing. This is sad. And then we got people, if you talk about this, they say that you're the problem. And it's just a big cycle, guys. It's all a big cycle of bullshit. Me saying, hey, what the hell are you doing? And what's this feminism garbage? No, really. Like, I understand white women. Hey, white women are the most powerful people in this country except for white men. I get them wanting to exert their... But black people only survive because we stuck together as men and women. That's the only reason why we have black people today. They try to destroy us, get rid of us. The only reason why we're here is because we're together. And we got this woman making these shitty comments about, I'm a black woman and a black man. No men in it. Now, a black man making a video like this, a commercial like this, I would expect to see his kids, his wife, something. The unit. Because that's how a people grows. What are you doing? And why are people allowing it? And why are you quiet? Because you want to get your fucking bag too. You want to get your bag. You don't want to hear nobody getting back. Folks, sometimes you got to take an ass whooping. Sometimes you don't get to get the bag, Johnson. Sometimes you don't get the bag. Sometimes you get punched in the stomach. Sometimes some things are worse than getting your ass whipped. This is disgusting, folks. This is shit. All about their money. All about the money, Johnson. And I'm not saying people don't do. Look, I'm not talking about looking at anybody's heart and knowing in their soul and all that other bullshit. I'm talking about what I see. We don't have time. I don't have time to examine you. I don't know you. I didn't grow up with you. Like I was told, we don't know each other. I don't know you for 30 years. I don't know your pains, your fears, what you've been through. But I do know what I see. I see that. This I see. I see you stepping your ass out of a Cadillac, walking into a mansion, walking to a fucking mansion with a bunch of other people dressed really nice, talking about womanhood. We been talking about unity and fight back against the system, which is what I thought you were about, which is what you've been supposed to be about. And I should have known when I saw Instagram, people posing in fucking swimsuits and posing, trying to look cute. People trying to... I'm like, this ain't the fuck what Malcolm X would do. What are you doing? And if you don't want to be compared to real civilized leaders that we revere and respect, stop pretending to be one. And sit your ass down there. Like, I'm not putting you with these people. Well, I'm not this person. I'm me. Well, then sit your ass down and stop pretending to be. Stop telling those white people that you are when you not. Be you. That goes for my son in general. That goes for Tamika Mallory. That goes for other dude that rap too. Big man. That goes for you too. That goes for all of y'all. All of you. Fuck out of here. Know who your friends are, and more importantly, know who they aren't. Know who they are not. Don't want to be held up to that type of scrutiny. Don't stand in that line. You stood in that line, stand your ass over there. I get it, man. Nobody wants to be in the catch the bullet in the ass line. I totally get it. I get that. No one took a vow of poverty. I get that too. Stand over there though. Move from here, go over there. And stop talking about Stop trying to sound like these people who sit over here. Go stand over there somewhere. That's what you do. Last but not least, guys. Last but not least, and then we're going to go to phone lines. This is going to be short. Sherry Osbourne got her ass fired off the talk. They let her ass go. I don't want to hear, and I know I will, but I don't want to hear the bullshit. Oh, cancel culture. Fuck you and fuck Sharon Osbourne. The crocodile tears of the current shit is over. Well, explain to me why I'm racist. You know what? Black people don't have time to explain to you what's racist about Pierce Morgan and this shit. Okay? We don't have to educate you on basic shit. It's like one black woman ever in that fucking family that we know of. And she's getting on her ass kicked in the dailies, what they call the tabloids, it's called the dailies over there, for a couple of years now, getting dragged for all this time, and your guy pounds on that. And then you defend that guy. That looks racist by itself. That by itself looks horrible. Because here, we try to pretend we're not as racist as that shit. Well, we are that racist, but we pretend we're not. But no one has to educate. No one had to educate Sharon Osbourne. Look. Cheryl Underwood was under no obligation to try. She did her best to try to be nice to Sharon Osbourne's ass. Try to be nice. Well, listen, Cheryl. Listen here. Your little dumb ass needs to get it right. All that shit you're talking about. I'm so tired of this bullshit. Listen to you. Talking shit. That was supposed to be Paul Mooney, but it was weak. I gotta leave that to Godfrey. But the point is this. Very rich white lady gets canned for talking shit. That's why I get pissed about the cancel culture stuff. Because all she had to do was shut up. I'm out of my stage. Oh, they set me up. They set you up by letting you talk, Sharon. Really? It's called the talk. If letting you talk is setting you up, you don't need to be on the talk. That's that simple. You set me up. Well, all we did was give you a mic. You chose to speak. At any point, you can just shut up and keep your money. I get it. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Shh. Well, that ship has sailed. Stop defending bullshit. All right, guys, after this, we come back, we do phone calls. I'm Tim Black. Stay tuned, become a member. If you like what you saw so far, you ain't seen nothing. We got phone calls, people calling in from all over the country, going to speak truth to power. We'll be doing that right back in 2 minutes. Wolfpack. Not for the timid.
Tim Black. Tim Black is the host of The Tim Black Show. Independent news that leaves you informed, inspired, and sometimes entertained, but always in the know. Go to timblacktv.com and sign up today. The Tim Black Show is news for people who can't stand the news. See you there.
Let me ask you something. Do they know us? When I say they, I mean the talking heads on cable news. Do they know you? I mean, they talk about the world as if it's a sport. They play political games, report on our pain, rack our brain to feed the stock exchange, but do they know us? Do they know what we care about? Nope. They're too far away. They can't see us. They can't feel. Know what's going on in your world. Trust someone who lives in your world. Subscribe.
Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Don't be fooled by corporate media talking heads misleading the people. Get your news and information from an entity that keeps it real. Tim Black. Tim Black is the host of The Tim Black Show. Independent news that leaves you informed, inspired, and sometimes entertained, but always in the know. Go to timblacktv.com and sign up today. The Tim Black Show is news for people who can't stand the news. See you there.
All right, we are back, guys. We are back. Hope everybody can hear the show now. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. First call in queue is a 323 number. Oh, I'm sorry, 323. No. 931. I'm sorry. There we go. 931. You are live on Freedom Friday. What's your name? What's your comment?
Hey, Tim, it's Brian from St. Louis, man. You know, I call in from time to time. First thing I want to tell you is I like your shirt, okay?
Thank you, brother.
You know, like when I logged in, you said it, I'm giving you love. I'm giving you love on your shirt. and I'm going to give you some words of and listen, I'm going to give you some words of encouragement because I'm frustrated too. All right, Instagram and Facebook. Facebook bought up competition. So when all these companies buy up all the competition and you're not the far left or the far right, you're in the in-between, you're going to have to struggle. Tim, you're black, hashtag what's new. All right? And I'm writing this shit down as you was talking. That's why I'm reading it to you. I believe in you, and so do others. I listen to you all the time, and people call all the time. And I don't trust a lot of people, but I know that I see so many white people call in and tell you their frustration, like, why is this going on? This is some BS. And my voice doesn't match who I am. So let me reiterate who I am in case you forgot, because you talk to so many people. At the age of 19, I joined the Army. At the age of 39, I retired. And I retired. I moved to Mount Juliet, Tennessee. My mother was dying of cancer, and I was the only child. And Mount Juliet, Tennessee was where Charlie Daniels, that's where he pretty much retired at. And he was from North Kakalaki, if I'm not mistaken. But he wrote a song called The Devil Went Down to Georgia. looking for a soul to steal. You know what I'm saying? Well, now they're stealing votes in Georgia. You feel me? And I don't know how the hell we as black people, brown people combat this. I really don't. And we just can't get frustrated. We got to keep doing what we're doing. You know, and I commend you for what you're doing. And keep your head in the game. And I get it. You're going to get screwed, man. I seen a video when you was on Politicon in Nashville or whatever, whenever you went down, when you went up there or you went down there. So I know you're from Maryland or something like that, right? Or Baltimore. But I pay attention to you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. You know, competition is just all about the dollar, man. You're doing good things. Keep your head up. Keep your head in the game, brother. And you got armies behind you, but you got millions who've never heard of you. So what I'm asking all your listeners to do is share the wealth. Send a link right now to your friends who may think that they may like your content, and just text them the YouTube video or send a Facebook message out or whatever, man. Just, if people listen to Tim Black, and Tim, you're not the only one, you know, but if the word can get out there, then the message will be heard. And that's how things change, okay? Because you see what happened when they screwed Stacey Abrams and all the black people got organized and voted, and now you're spanking them. Mm-hmm. You're punishing them people instead of going into their house, to their congregation, to their community, and wanting to hear their bitch and gripes. But they don't never care about our bitch and gripes. So fuck them. You know, and now we need to get Alabama and Mississippi on board. And believe me, we can really change something. But we all got to collectively come together. And honestly, my man, I think you have a good voice for it and a good platform. And I wish you well, Tim. And that's all I want to say to you, brother. All right, you take care.
All right, family. Thank you for the phone call, man, and the kind words, man. I appreciate the support. Good up for my caller, man. Heart definitely in the right place, man. Yeah, I know it's a uphill battle, man. I feel you, and it's we're just going to keep going, and we hope to continue to have an impact. Hope to help some people, wake some people up, give them something to think about, give them some action, some calls to action that can make an impact, and then we're just going to keep it moving, man. That's it, and become more creative in ways to get people on board. But thank you for that phone call, man. Let's see, where are we? 206. 206, you're live. Freedom Friday. What's your name? What's your comment?
Hey, what up, Tim? This is What Up America from Seattle.
My brother, what's going on, man?
And, I feel you on the whole AOC thing. I feel like, you may or may not have been wrong, in there, but I was following that the whole time, and it didn't, even if you were wrong, it didn't justify the attacks that people lobbed against you that were totally, just over the top. Like, you can say someone's wrong without just calling them like a shill and like, you're part of MSNBC and all this kind of stuff. It's just so over the top that's, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can grow, but the attacks were poisonous, So, but the real reason I wanted to call was about in Georgia, the Representative Park Cannon getting arrested in the court there. It was just such an awful, like, horrible display, and just such a picture of what's wrong right now, I think. And, the police, they escalated the interaction without even considering a nonviolent course, and then they said, oh, she stamped on my foot 12 times or something like that. But this is while her, the male police officer and his other police officer were like manhandling her out of the building. Like, how she's not going to, step on people's feet at all, that would be impossible. And, regardless if they have laws, they said that they charged her with obstructing and disturbing a press conference, which I don't even know if that's a law or not. But if it is a law in their state, this case should go to court. And when cases like this go to court, they can create a new precedent that other courts have to follow, right? So I think that they should make a precedent for elected representatives, people who are elected, whatever their skin color is, to access these imperative political discussions because they need to. That's like the people elected them for that specific reason. They should be there, so they should have a voice in this, if this is democratic, I mean, even in states, I think this needs to be the way. And, it's not, the police can, the way they avoid this is they just drop the charges. They shouldn't drop the charges, or maybe even if they do drop the charges, she needs to sue them and actually take this further and use this as a point to change. Anyways, I don't want to take up too much time, but that was what I wanted to say here.
Hey, well, thanks you,
Tim. I really appreciate what you do.
Well, look, thanks you, man, for the phone call. I appreciate it. And yeah, man, you know what? I forgot that some people may have missed the show last night. Once again, pretty late on a Thursday, but I did talk about this last night. I should have tabled it for today about Georgia because I was livid last night, guys. It was just so hypocritical. These Republicans, and look, they decided to arrest Representative Cannon, but they don't understand why the guys that ran up in the Capitol, they don't understand why those guys are getting arrested. And how are you going to say that they're the same thing? She knocked on the door, Johnson. She didn't break in the room. She knocked on the door she's a member of Congress, elected by people in her state, trying to get into the corporate city. And she signs this bill that takes away voting rights. You put that on par with a guy bear macing or someone else swinging poles at law enforcement and people bursting windows and people showing up with nooses on the freaking lawn threatening to hang Mike Pence. Nah, man, this is one sister knocking on the door who works there, who works for the state, working on behalf of the constituents. Not making threats. So, yeah. It is what it is. What up? 407. 407, you're live, Freedom Friday. What's your name? What's your comment?
Hello?
407?
Hey. Hey, Tim.
Hey, who's this?
Alex.
Okay, what's on your mind, Alex, my brother?
I've been listening to the callers that called in. Some have talked about being on SSI and whatnot. And it's funny to me how everyone was so upset when Trump made fun of Ted Disabled. Nobody really wants to care about the condition that we live and to fix it to make it better. And I don't see any people that we elect that are going to make you do anything, so I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we heard you, brother. Thank you for the phone call. And yeah, I mean, I hear you. I don't know what to say to that, but yeah, man, if you're not a major donor to any of these parties, I hate to say it, man. Hell, you could be a major donor. No, you could be a major, If you're a major donor, they like you. If you're just a person who needs support, who needs the assistance of the party, unless they can co-opt your need into a way that benefits them politically, that makes them look more patriotic or makes them look more caring or empathetic, they really have no use for you. Yeah, so what you have to do somehow, Alex, and all of the differently body-abled people, is you have to find a way to benefit them in some way that helps them be able to run on this shit so they can get votes and get more money out of helping you. Because that's the only reason why they pay attention to us. I mean, if they pay attention to black people, it's only to commodify and use us so they can win elections and use us against Republicans and be able to say, we like the blacks more than the Republicans because we're not racist. Man, if they couldn't use that with us, they wouldn't even give us lip service. They give us lip service, but they don't give us service. Social service. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's lip service. It is performative. It is hollow. Most of it's hollow. I mean, to even say that Joe Biden is radically turning to the radical left, what the hell is that? Like, this the guy that said he'd boycott, he would veto Medicare for all. This the guy he said, no way he's removing student debt. No way, Jack. Come on, man. Come on, Jack. Come on, man. Come on. Listen. I'm not moving. That's that guy. Not interested in all. Bomb in Syria, it hasn't been in 2 months. He already dropping bombs and deporting folks right back where he was. He's right back up to deporting tens of thousands of people and dropping bombs and threatening war with China. He's like right back to the same old bullshit. He cut a stimmy check, lied about the amount, and that's it. Hell, Trump could have did that. Well, I don't know if Trump would have cut it for, some of the other services that go along with it may be beneficial marginally, but is it going to get all of us out the ditch? No. Did they capitulate to the Republicans? Yes. Did they want the Republicans to help them capitulate? Yes, probably. Damn right, Johnson. All right. Call in, guys. I need more callers in the queue. 310. You're live, 310. What is your name? What's your comment?
Hey, Tim, this is Smooth out of L.A. How you doing, man?
What's up, fam? What's on your mind, bro?
Man, I don't know if I can even come behind you with all that you put out tonight. But one of the things that I've been struggling with is that, especially on my inbox and on Messenger, right? You get these politicians that send you out requests to help. Can you make a donation? Can you do this? Can you do that? Nancy Pelosi just sent me a thing out to help. And I said, I'm not helping man one of y'all again in life. I'm not giving you a penny. If the DNC ain't got enough money for you to run your campaign, then you shouldn't be running. I am tired of giving money to these damn politicians. And you said it earlier because you was pissed off. They don't give a damn. Once they get in there, they get their money up under the table from the lobbyists and everybody else and still get a paycheck from the government. It's like, are you kidding me? And then you do not want to even fight for us. I'm so tired. I'm sorry, Tim. I'm so tired of these politicians, man. But it's up to us as voters to understand that no matter how much money these donors and corporate people give these people, if we do not vote for their ass, they can't get in office. They can't maintain their status. This is what we have to understand. We've really got the power. This thing that they did down there in Georgia is a slap in the face. And if the Democrats don't come and bear arms on this shit, then they will be lost. It will be no more Democratic Party because they telling you right now, this is how we're going to play the game. We're going to make sure they can't vote. They can't vote for you. That is the worst of the Jim Crow era I've ever heard or seen. And what they did to that lady that you was talking about, I saw that. I'm like, she just knocked on the damn door. She should have the right to go in there because she's a representative. Why can't she go in there? All these backdoor deals these Republicans cut at night, and then when the day comes, it hits us. I say, people, we got to learn. We got to wake up because they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. AOC, if it's true what you're talking about, I don't know. I didn't see anything. But it's like you can't keep flip-flopping on issues. I have problems with people that flip-flopping on issues. We already know Joe Biden. You keep saying it all the time, Tim. He's been flip-flopping ever since he's been in office. So what makes you think he's any different now? It's no different. He's been trying to kill Social Security and Medicare ever since he's been in office. This is what I'm saying. How can we put his ass up in it? But the thing that they did to Bernie Sanders should have told us all. They don't give a damn. It's about their money that they don't care about rights. They don't care. This thing that they doing out here in California about the border, about these Mexicans and everybody else coming across. Let me tell you, after you turned me on to that book about the black tax, and you see why they letting these people come in. You see why they can come in. Because they need that labor. Everybody should know that. Ain't no black person going out in the field picking no damn cotton, picking no strawberries and cabbages anymore. So who's going to do it? They got to find some people to do it. And those are the people that's going to do it. So, Tim, I'm going to get off. I'm ranting and raving. But, man, please do not cut your show off. We need you, man. We need you to be able to hear our voice so that they can hear our voice. Because don't think they ain't listening. They listening. They know that you got a wolf pack behind you, baby. They know that. That's why they do all this little underhanded shit to you. But, brother, please stay true to yourself, man. Do not give up this fight. It is people that they might not say they listening to you, but they listen. Believe me, brother, they are listening. So, Tim, you and Miss Black and the kids, enjoy your life, man. Don't give up. Don't give up the ship, baby. We need you. Thank you so much for letting me talk. Thank you.
You got it, Smooth. Thank you for calling up and talking, brother. I appreciate you as much, man. Yeah, you know, look, I don't expect, I've been very diplomatic. Look, I don't expect one person to change Congress. I don't, man. But you cannot do an interview and say Joe Biden has moved radically to the left. And there are people in Congress who have made dramatic changes towards the left and blow all this fucking smoke. I could not support that because it's not true. Why you just couldn't say there were some things in the stimulus package that are going to help some people, and we're very happy for that. But we want more. There have been some concessions made, but we need more. This is not enough, but there has been some concessions made. You don't have to kiss Joe Biden's ass. There's a reason for her kissing his ass. There's a reason for her falling in line that way. And there must be a price to pay for that. Or there is no incentive for people to stay true. If you just let them just fall and just fall in line that way. So I cannot ride with it. And that goes for anybody. And I do mean anyone in Congress. Part of my thing was, look, Cori Bush just got there. Cori Bush came on the show. We talked. Jamal Bowman came on the show. We talked. I interviewed these people. Maybe if you interview them, you feel a little bit different. Maybe I had a sense that these people were authentic, real, and wanted to make changes. And then I got people attacking them before they even got in office. I'm like, Jesus Christ. We got people that have been there for decades who haven't done shit. Get their asses a little bit. And yeah, these were the only brown people going in as well. It looked horrible optically. But now I'm at a point where I'm looking at what's going on. I'm like, no one's going to call this shit out with AOC. Now, people need to know, they need to know when they put out articles like AOC did, there's going to be backlash. They need to know if they don't stay true, there will be backlash. It doesn't mean preemptively I try to beat up on people. But once you do the thing, once you do the thing, then we got to do the thing. That's all I'm saying, Johnsons. You get what I'm saying? Once I read her say, look, guys, once she said in this article, in her interview with DSA, we're going to have to focus on solidarity with one another, developing our senses of good faith critique and bad faith critique. It is not a bad faith critique to say Joe Biden is in bed with corporate America and Wall Street. That's not a bad faith critique. That's a critique based in fact. Nobody says that they would veto Medicare for all, and you call that out. That is not bad faith. That is good faith. That's the only faith we got. That's the only faith that makes any sense. True faith. There can't be any more good. That's as good as it gets faith. Dropping bombs in Syria. Putting kids in cages, calling it facilities. Come on. Bad faith. What's the bad faith? So we have to hold them accountable for it. I never said, I always said, hold them accountable. My thing is I give people the benefit of the doubt. And sometimes I put my faith in people, I believe in people, I go too far, and I need to stop that shit. But it's not, it's something I know I need to work on it. I know I need to get better. And at this point, I'm too old, man. It's probably who I'm always going to be. So I'm going to always have to check myself and modulate myself and regulate myself and correct myself. Because I have a tendency to believe in people initially. I believed these people that talk shit about me, I worked with some of them. I supported them. I defended them. The same people that are dumping on me, trying to destroy what I built, there are people who I defended when people came for them. And they have no problems at all, calling for my destruction, for my demise. None at all. And the people know I fought for them. They saw my work, and they don't question at all what these people have done. So we must wake up and look. I'm just an example of what we all need to look out for and how we all need to correct ourselves. This ain't just about me. It's about you. Have you put too much faith in politicians? Have you put too much faith in this system? Do you still think people are going to do the right thing? Well, when people, it's okay to feel that way. But when they don't do the right thing, what you got to do? What you got to do? I mean, come on, guys. Bigging up. Look, it's one thing not to go after Nancy Pelosi. It's another thing to big up Joe Biden. That shit totally uncalled for. And to basically deflate the left or progressive left that may listen to you by saying, we need to basically just fall in line with the corporate Democrats. All right. Can't do it, Johnson. I can't do it. 808. Did we hear from 808 yet? I can't remember. 808, how you doing?
Hey, What's going on, Tim Black? It's William in Hawaii. It's been a few minutes since I talked to you.
Hey, what's up, William? What's
over
going
the
on?
last few weeks, man, I'm doing good, brother. Over the fact you have spit so much information over the last 2 weeks, man. It is mind-boggling. I know, like, I see your skull in full form, but sometimes I am surprised at how much you can fit into that brain, man. I had just a quick rundown of some of the things you've been covering over the last few weeks I wanted to comment on, and I'll make it fast and furious. The first one, I know last week you was talking a bit about Cardi B. And I'm going to tell you what, I don't know. I couldn't recognize a Cardi B song if my life depended on it. Not in a million years I could not. I don't even know what the hell WAP is. I do not know. I have no clue. But I will tell you, I have watched her. I have both seen interviews with her, and I have watched her interview Bernie Sanders. And I'm going to tell you what, during that whole election cycle, listening to her interview Bernie Sanders was a human being, a person, a relatable human being. Maybe not the most eloquent speaker on the face of the earth, but she was your next door neighbor. She was somebody that you can relate to. And I thought her interview with Bernie Sanders was by far the best and most honest interview I had heard the whole time. And you know what? I'd like to see any of these people that we look at with great renown, Jeff Bezos, Oprah Winfrey, any of them. You put them in the same place that woman started out with, and where she ended up, my God, man, that woman is a walking miracle. She can do whatever she wants, in my opinion, from now on, and I hope she keeps making that money and doing her thing from now on. Second thing I wanted to hit on was it just pisses me off, this student loan debt that they're praising as being, this is, such a movement to the left. The average student loan debt in America per person comes down to just over $32,000. Just over $32,000. You take away $10,000 because the interest on a student loan debt is based on a 10-year Treasury note and is front-loaded, meaning the interest comes off first. You take off that $10,000, and you know what your student loan debt is? $30,000. So what good is that doing? It's a guarantee to the banking system for defaults, and that they're going to get their money in case you default. The person who's not able to afford their student loans in this shit economy right now, you think that $10,000 off still owing $32,000 is going to do them a damn bit of good? And because they're not going to be able to pay on that $32,000, even with the $10,000 off, they're still going to accumulate interest, and they're going to pay double interest on that student loan. So it's just a big, big bamboozle. It's absolutely ridiculous. Smooth was talking about receiving all these ads from Nancy Pelosi and the DNC and all that bullshit. Let me tell you what, man. They spent, the DCCC spent $200 million to defeat Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell. And what did that get them? An ass whooping in both scenarios, man. I wouldn't give them motherfuckers a dime if my life depended on it. Lastly, I'll talk about Joe Biden moving to the left, which is the biggest goddamn joke I have ever heard in my entire life. Moving to the left. He's moving to the left the same way as Mitch McConnell's moving to the left. Still against raising the minimum wage a single dime. Still against Medicare for all. Still trying to cut Social Security and Medicare. And right now, as of right now, do you realize? I know you realize. I don't even know why I'm saying this with that brain of yours. Right now, Joe Biden has deported more Haitian refugees than the cruel and unusual kids in cages Donald Trump did the whole time he was in office. That's all I got for you, my brother. But I appreciate you being on, and you ain't going nowhere, man. I know you're staying there, and I appreciate you, and thank you for giving me the time, my brother.
My brother in the house. My brother in the house, William from Hawaii, y'all. Damn. What is said true about Joe Biden deporting Haitians? Jesus Christ, Johnson. That just gives me more angry. That makes me more angry at AOC. Once again, guys, that's not my thing. Beating up on AOC's not my thing, but if William knows that, you don't think AOC knows that? You know, we sit back, we watch these people tweet off stuff, and I do it sometimes too. Look, man, you could just tweet the most random, basically honest thing. I sent out a tweet, we need a $25 minimum wage. A lot of retweets, right? Just basic, you know? But I expect more from you when there's a long-form conversation. So I don't get mad at people for sending out tweets. Some people get mad at tweets. They get mad when people tweet out stuff. Don't tweet, go to work. A tweet takes 2 seconds. Well, a minute, maybe a minute, right? Especially if you spell like I do, okay? I don't take that long to spell them. So I don't get mad at tweets. But I do get mad about interviews. Yeah, I get mad about an interview, Johnson. That's different. You got time to express yourself. A tweet is supposed to be small, bite-sized. You don't go into depth. And when you make statements like she did, I got a problem with that. I'm going to call it out. 657, you're live, Freedom Friday. What's your name? What's your comment? I know, 657. All right, 657. Maybe they weren't ready, Johnson. So, guys, I'll hang out a little bit longer. Maybe some people will call up, but I just want to be known, man, we all we have. And at least we could do is accept where we are, what we have. And not allow ourselves to fall for the banana in the tailpipe, okay? And if you see yourself falling for the banana in the tailpipe, it's better to catch yourself sooner than later. And what I'm saying is, I'm recognizing, I'm seeing these things. This article came out, guys. Hey, look, it is what it is. I had this conversation. This person who told me is not a friend, just an acquaintance. Gave me the G check. Reminded me of how things are. This is the way it is. You may not like it, but this is how it is. You got to respect that type of candor. More people need that type of candor. I'm not big boned, I'm fat. I need to lose weight. Get on the damn treadmill. You ain't big boned, you fat, girl. Get your ass on the treadmill. Stop eating that bullshit. You ain't cute, you overweight. Get your ass on the treadmill. Right? Come on, man. Democratic Party sucks. Hold their ass accountable. Get your ass on the treadmill. The Republican Party sucks. They ain't shit. Get your ass on the treadmill. That politician's a politician. They're going to say what they need to say. Get your ass on the treadmill. Look, it's what it is. What we going to do? We going to lie to ourselves, then drop dead? Or we going to lie to ourselves and be unhappy? We're going to lie to ourselves and be unhealthy? We're going to lie to ourselves and let them keep on getting out their Cadillacs and walking into their mansions while we sit here struggling? So all I can say is we got to do better. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to set the precedent. I'm going to set the example. I'm going to say, you know what? This shit don't fly, Johnson. We can't let it fly. We can't let them slide by. That's all. Every problem that's ever existed is not your fault. This shit right here, though, no. You don't get to do this. You don't get to let Biden do just little bitty things, and then you go, yay, it's praise Biden. The fight's over. No. Fuck no. You don't get to do that. You don't get to claim that we need to all bow down and the fight's over and we're good now. No. It's because they stopped talking about the shit that Biden's doing. As William said, on Haiti alone. So So fake and corrupt, he won't even break the filibuster rule. We could get rid of the filibuster rule. He don't want to. Why? Because he likes someone holding him back. They want to be held back. They want to be stopped from the fight. They don't really want to have to be able to, because see, if there's no filibuster, then they can't pretend that they were stopped from doing what you want. Yeah, how can you, like, look, if they had the freedom to get it done, and they have the ability to get it done, that takes away all the excuses, Johnson. And they don't want to take away the excuses. Y'all been in them relationships, ladies, with a guy who was broke or something. You're like, hey, man, baby, I need to do X, Y, Z. You got her job? I ain't got it. I ain't got it. You know, I had to do the thing with the thing with the thing. The thing. I ain't got it. You know, I had to run your mom's up the street to the store. Fella, same thing. You've been with a woman, you're like, could you, can we spend some time? She's like, time? Baby, I gotta go with my girls. You know I've been planning this all week. You know we go out for drinks on Thursday. Won't you get with your friends? I know you didn't check my phone, fool. I don't know who talks like that. That's not cool. That's a stereotype. I don't know how else to do it, man. I dated a girl like that one time who talked like that. That was a real person. I didn't know she was indicative of all women. All women, Mrs. Black don't talk like that, but I dated people that talk like that. Damn fool. Tim Black, you a stupid person. She was not an inspirational, motivational speaker. 512. Where's 512, man? You live 512. What's your name? What's your comment?
Hi, Tim. It's Sophia.
Hey, what's up, Sophia?
So, regarding deporting Haitians, so back in the 80s, Mr. Jim Crow Joe blamed the Haitians for teaching the blacks, or the black crime emporium, to cook and sell cocaine, or crack cocaine, excuse me. He blamed them for the crack epidemic in Baltimore specifically. Like, he specifically mentioned Baltimore, and he talked about, was talking to this DEA agent, and he was pushing him, almost like mocking him and bullying him, and like almost threatening his job if he didn't ask for more money. Like, if he didn't tell them that he needed more money to, do civil asset forfeiture. I saw today an article that said that the Biden administration was actually trying to fight the Supreme Court to be able to not have to get a search warrant to, bust down people's doors. And it's like, holy shit. I mean, I figured out, like, this is even bigger than what I'm just saying right now. This dude, he was in a position where he was the only senator that was on the foreign policy, I'm probably saying this wrong, the Foreign Policy Committee, the Intelligence, and the Budget Committee, and the Secrecy and Disclosure Committee specifically. So he had all this power. He was in charge of oversight of the DEA. He strong-armed NATO. See, what Trump did is he strong-armed NATO to ignore climate change, to not make a big deal out of it. But what Jim Crow Joe did is he did that to make them go hard on the war on drugs. It was basically a world war on drugs. It was really that bad, going after the narco-terrorists. And just to think about that, the amount of damage I'm sorry, I think he's evil. Like, all the stuff that he's done, what's really funny is he won't fight for shit, especially on the filibuster right now. But, oh boy, did he use that bullet pulpit to be fucking racist and to, do all kinds of torturous shit to black people, because not only did he fuck with black people here, he did it in Latin America. It's like, dude, how fucking cruel can you be? I'm sorry for cussing, but it's like what he did. I mean, spraying all these crops, like I said, with chemicals and going hard. I mean, it's like he was going hard for it. he was bullying people, like, you know, taking the bully pulpit to the extreme, bullying the presidents. When Reagan was incapacitated, he took full advantage of that. And it is insane. And he admitted to writing that letter, and he was laughing about it, and he was laughing about being called out by, like, 60 Minutes or some other publication that he was exaggerating and lying. He was mocking that and laughing at it. And it's like, it's insane. And a lot of people don't even know this about this guy. And I mean, back to the Haitians and the crack epidemic, and especially in Baltimore, I mean, what he said was, I mean, it was the usual, like, predator stuff, but it was even more nasty and degrading. And it's like, dude, look at your son, bro. Like, I mean, what are you doing with your son? Your son's on crack, so you must not be a good parent either. And, you know, Breonna Taylor, like, he's totally, entirely, and wholly responsible for her death. And that's just what hurts so bad, because seeing over the years, he fought so hard for civil asset forfeiture. And I mean hard, I mean, like, really, really, really hard. And it's just insane. And then, you know, he talks about needing to arm the police, needing to give our police military weapons and equipment in order to match the drug dealers that are out there, so they would, you know, to be able to protect themselves, quote. So that's just a little quick dump on Jim Crow Joe. I mean, I actually predicted that he would do all of this last year. I mean, I think you probably remember. I think I cried about it, honestly. I called in saying that he was going to be Jim Crow Joe. He was going to do all this stuff as far as war, you know, Israel, Iran, and
90 seconds.
It's kind of scary, but I think we should just, like, band together and just call him out, get this knowledge known. I mean, there's a lot of people that probably don't know about this, especially AOC. So thanks for letting me rant, Tim. I just wanted to say that because I've just discovered this, and it just made me really, really angry.
Man, Sophia, you killed it. Give it up for Sophia, y'all.
60 seconds.
Sophia, great call as usual. And thank you so much. She's like an encyclopedia on all the bad shit about Joe Biden. You need to go work for AOC and get her up to speed on the real Joe Biden. And she's not the only one. I remember when Michael Moore came on my show. There you go. Michael Moore came on my show. I was really excited to have Michael Moore on the show. Who wouldn't be excited about Michael Moore coming on this show? It's like, wow, this guy did these great documentaries. He speaks out. He was the guy that said, hey, Trump could win this shit. And they laughed at him. And I'm like, this guy's great. He's a surrogate for Bernie Sanders, open rallies for Bernie. I'm like, all right, Michael Moore, this is great. And Michael Moore told me, he says, Joe Biden's a really nice guy.
10 seconds.
Joe Biden's a really nice guy. Have you ever met him? I was like, no. But I know his fucking record. Oh, come on, Mr. Moore. Not you! You too! And his head spun around 3 times. And then he spit out this green shit and went all over me. Then he pulled out a crucifix and started humping it. That's when I ran out to my car and drove away as fast as I could. It's like, fuck this, man. Get the hell out of Flint. It is what it is, Johnson. It is what it is. And I want very badly for things to be better, man. I really do. If they're not better, they are what they are, though, Johnson. They are what they are. 657. I went to you earlier, 657. Let me try you again. 657, you're live. What's your name? What's your phone number? What's your name? What's your comment? $657. Going once. Going twice. Sold. You know, it seems like, you know, it seems like white. It seems like the racial divide that we have in this country. It seems like it can't be solved in like a, you know, we can't understand each other. You know, we got so much shit in the way. You know, and I want to be a conduit to make black people and white people understand each other better because we all we got. Okay, and we got to get past this shit. We really do. We got to fix it. But in order to fix it, we got to be able to repair the shit that's happened in the past. And it ain't your fault. It's not my fault. We didn't make it this way. It's just, it is what it is, Johnson. It is what it is. You know, my brother owes me $200, or he owed me $200. He owed me $200 so long that when he finally gave it back to me, it was like he was doing me a favor. He was like, damn, man, here, shit, $200. Anybody ever did that to you, gave you money they owed you, and they kind of did it like they were doing you a favor? It's like, nah, man, no, hold on, bro. I love you, but you owed me that $200. I didn't owe you. You owed me. Remember? Damn. Cheap bastard. It's not cool at all, man. You know, I was working earlier today. I was working in my basement / studio. And you can't see this, but this is an unfinished basement. Okay, it's an unfinished basement. That's my studio. In fact, I've been here over 5 years, and I still have insulation, silver insulation on all the walls. You cut this green screen out, looks like I'm in a ghetto space lab. No bullshit, that's what it looks like. So I'm in my ghetto space lab / studio / unfinished basement, and I can hear this paper crinkling in a box over there in the corner. And I'm like, okay, that's annoying. So I go over, look at the box, I kick it, and I can see it's like a salamander under some papers. Like picked his head out a little bit. And I saw him. So at that point, I did what any respectable homeowner would do. I went and got the bug spray. And I'm spraying this salamander through the paper. I'm spraying at him, and he stops moving or he stops making noise. I think, okay, I got his ass. I come back over, I go back to work, and I hear it again. So I go back over, I get the thing, damn it, I get the thing, I spray some more. This time I spray almost like a half a cup of spray on this salamander. So, okay, that had to do it. I come back, I go back to work. A couple minutes later, it's like, man, damn it, this salamander will not die. Okay, so I go get the salamander. I pick up the box, I fold the box, I take the box up the stairs, I take it, open the door, go outside, go on the steps, go on the grass, I open the box, turn it over, kick it. Salamander comes out. He looks at the grass. He looks at me. He looks at the grass. And he leaves. He didn't say thank you. He didn't run up my leg, jump on my shoulder, kiss me on the cheek, beg me to take him back in the house and make him a pet. No. That motherfucker ran off to enjoy what was left of his life. Well, see, the salamander in that story, that salamander is black people. And strangely enough, I'm white America in that story. I'm the white America. That's what I represent. So no, motherfucking black people do not owe you for letting us go. No. We should not be thankful you let us go. You should have already let us go. You don't get credit for doing something you should have already did. The only reason why you did it, you didn't do it because you were benevolent. You did it because you couldn't kill us. You couldn't kill us. You could not get rid of us. And you tried to. You tried with your slavery, with your Jim Crow, with your black codes, with your lynching, with your assassinations, with your church bombs, with your science experiments, with your segregation, with your cop shootings, with your demonization in the media. You tried in every way possible, and still we have survived. And you don't get to tell us that we're ungrateful. Nah, we want exactly what that salamander got. We want to be free. And give us some motherfucking grass so we can roll it up and smoke it. Or sell it. And until you understand that story, and you can see life through the eyes of the salamander, until then, we ain't got a shot of fixing this shit. All right, guys. We don't owe you shit, you owe us. All right, that's it. I'm Tim Black. That's it for tonight. Let's go to the comments section. Let's see what we got in the super chats that I need to read out. Thank you. That's a little bit I'm working on. I wrote it yesterday. Been working on trying to deliver it. Hope you like it. All right, let's see what we got, guys. Viewer activity. Oh, don't start doing this again. What is up with the... Lately, YouTube... Lately, the freaking comment section on YouTube has not been right, man. I don't know what they've done, and I know... So now I got to use my... Good thing I have a phone here where I can do this, Johnson. Let's see what we got. Let's go here to calendar. Passover. The hell? I might have to get Mrs. Black to help me with this because I can't see the... Why is it not showing me the calls, man? What it tells me is Andre Gale says, I called in on Jan 5th with the force of vote matter and their reluctance to explain the silence. They serve us the experiences. They serve as experiences that we don't vote for any progressive unless they're willing to tell the establishment to fuck you. There you go. I appreciate it, Andre Gale, and it's true. Thing is, like, here's the thing. When people tell me they want to tell them that they're willing to stand up for us, and then they don't, I got to just be quicker on the draw, man. Like, it's all about, do you do the thing? And this lets me know from this article, and this article's true. If this article's true, it's just not taken out of context. It sounds really bad, Andre. I mean, look, and I hate to say that because I don't want that to be true. I legitimately don't want to get viewership off of the disintegration of progressives. I really don't want, that's not what I want to do, man. But it is what it is. I can't lie about the shit. I refuse to lie about it. She wouldn't lie for me. I'm not going to lie for her. Ben 31, don't worry, Tim. Biden will fix everything in 24. I'll let you know how feeling is when I move there. Keep your head up. We support you 100. Side note, I'm heartbroken by the Cadillac commercial. Brother, Ben 31. So am I. I got to get to my other freaking.
Thank you for using Blog
Why
Talk
is this thing
Radio.
not allowing me
Goodbye.
to see? All right, guys, I'm trying to get to my comment section. I don't know why it wasn't showing me. What is going on here? 27. I don't know. I don't understand what happened here. What the hell happened, Johnson? Damn. My bad. I got it. I'm sorry. Damn. Yeah, thank you, though. God damn it, guys. I'm sorry. Sheldon Hughes says, we'll always have your back, Tim. Thank you, Sheldon. Give it up for Sheldon. Keith Weston, a big contributor tonight, he says, keep doing your thing, Tim Black. This show is very important to me and so many others. This is why I support this show in so many ways besides hitting that like button. Well, Keith, I want to thank you, brother, for supporting the show. We can't do it without you, and we really appreciate you, man. Real talk. No one is obligated to support this show. So your support, man, is very much appreciated. Roger Meadows says, I'm sorry. Does the black community own Cadillac or own General Motors? Oh, God. A wise man once said, with so many people worried about securing the bag, who's securing our future? I did say that, Roger. Thank you for that, brother. You remember things I forget. Lauren says, AOC told us in Queens about the immense pressure pulled on new members of Congress to conform. I would say she caved to the pressure. And see, I've been around a while, and I want you to know that bothers me. Not just that she caved, but she felt who was there. You know who I am, guys. Like at least I try to let you know who I am. I tell you stories about my life. I share my family with you. I try to open the door to who I am as a person. Part of me is like, if there could have been someone there to anchor her, that's going through what she's going through, that's not eating off of her, that's not trying to benefit off of her, but could be a support system. Because you got to have support systems when you're the odd person out. When you're the person, when you're one of the odd persons out or the odd person out. So when I read that comment, Lauren, I'm thinking anybody's redeemable. But sometimes people got to accept they need someone else. I needed to get punched in the stomach today. Somebody gave me the punch in the stomach. I didn't like it, but you have to be open to being led and taking information. You have to be able to humble yourself. I'm seeing people that don't like to be humbled at all. They don't want to accept any criticism. They don't want to accept any advice. This their way or the highway. And then people go, you know how this person is, that's how they are. No. So it's possible AOC needs leadership. I don't think she's going to accept it from Tim Black on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or whatever. But I am available. I know what it's like to be odd man out. Look at us. I have a lot on the line. It may not appear that way, but a lot's on the line. I have a family of people who depend on me, not just my family, I have extended family. I have a lot on the line. A lot of you have a lot on the line. We don't willy-nilly make decisions. So anyway, Lauren, thank you for that comment. I appreciate you. Kelly M says, who's messing with Tim? Does Kelly M need to choke a witch? I know you do. You ain't have to tell me what you were doing. Kelly says, that's Kelly M doing Dave Chappelle with Wayne Brady. It's Kelly. I already hit it. Does Kelly M need to choke a witch? You ain't gonna stitch, are you? You ain't gonna stitch, are you, dude? You ain't gonna stitch, is you, Dave? You ain't gonna stitch, is you? You ain't gonna tell nobody, is you? Give it up for Kelly. Man, we had fun over here, man. Life too short not to. Roger Meadows. I never gave up on you. And I knew eventually you come around and see the red flags in 2019, but refused myself to see up until the CARES Act. The key is she never uses leverage against Nancy, like TP did to Boyner. Damn. You hear that? David Melford says, Bernie made my day today speaking in the live audience for an Amazon Workers Union. Give it up for that. Always give it up to David to find something positive to say. I love it. Stars Girl. Love Killer Mike's speech to the Amazon Worker Union. Yeah, Killer Mike, I'm sure he riled him up. I know he did. Andre Gale. Once again, I called in on January 5th with the force of vote matter and their reluctance to explain their silence that serves us experiences that we don't vote for any progressive unless they're willing to tell the establishment, F you. Ty said, what's Ty say? Ty says, more of the same, just like what they did with Trump, they're doing with Biden. They, mainstream, never criticize what actually needs to be criticized. Damn it, Ty, you right. Chrissy be talking. What up, Chrissy? She says, everyone is a really nice guy to someone. It doesn't mean they have integrity. I don't see how people overlook Biden's hypocrisy when it comes to crime and his son. Also, I'm disappointed in Mallory. Wolfpack. I'm trying to tell you, man. Ben 31, one more time, Ben. Don't worry, Tim. Biden will fix everything in 24. I'll let you know how Finland is when I move there. Keep your head up. We support you. Side note, I'm heartbroken by the Cadillac commercial. Me too, fam. I always want to root for people, you know? I'm a person, I love to be proved wrong, man, when what I believe or what I think is negative, I want to be proved wrong. I have no problem saying, hey, man, I misjudged this person. This person's actually doing damn good work. My bad. I apologize. Now, some people are gracious with apologies. Some people not so much. Some people are effed up. Some people don't know how to take an apology. That's because they got a brittle, bitter spirit. Yeah, life's all about what somebody didn't do for them. They didn't show them enough love. No one's recognizing their greatness like they're supposed to. They had that problem before they met me. I got nothing to do with that. But I'm always the person that's like willing to say, hey, I got that wrong, man. I didn't intentionally get it wrong. You can demonize me if you want to, but yeah. And I don't need you to forgiveness. I just need to say that and move on with life. I'm not stuck in that place where you must forgive me. Like, okay. Guess we can't. All right. But yeah, like, we should be able to take criticism and advice and counsel. Or you keep doing the same stupid ish, waiting for yourself to realize it. Like, oh, I should have known. So now, back to the live stream. Yeah. So I think I got everybody. I want to go to Facebook. Facebook, people. Facebook, give me some comments, Facebook. I hate that Facebook doesn't have some way to do the same thing. But we got shared by Eric M., Adeyemi, Ajamu, Cheryl Van, Rod Ramberg, Ginger Liberty, Cheryl, Nicholas, Stephanie, Deborah, Jim, Rebecca, Kitty, Christina, and Nigel. Boom. These are the people that are willing to be unpopular with their friends in order to share the Tim Black Show on their Facebook profiles. That's for strong people. These are not punk asses. These are strong people. Sophia says, all these people who didn't ride for Bernie but have now embraced his policies or advocated for the issues are going to look real dumb when he runs again. Bernie ain't running again, is he? My man Mike, give it up for Mike. Mike is on Facebook. He does the moderating. Give it up for Mike, man. That brother deserves love, man. The moderator on Facebook is my brother Mike. Mike Tarv is holding it down, doing the moderating. He looks like me, but he's not me. He's using my account to moderate. That's not me. I'm doing the show. I ain't two places. That's Mike, my brother. Thank you, Mike. Respect, fam. Respect. Gladys. She said, humility. Be humble, Tim, always. I love it. I love you back. Benjamin. Benjamin says, Wolfpack, Tim, we have your back, bro. Thank you, fam. I need it. Wolfpack all day, Johnson. We're going to ride or die, man. Look, my heart's in the right place and my ass is in the right place. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, Kitty loves Sophia. Sophia's great. Yeah, she needs a good friend as a mentor. Maybe Nina Turner could help AOC. Is that possible, guys? Is it possible? We need Nina Turner more than we think we do. Is it even possible that Nina Turner could go in and be that guiding light? Be a support system and help galvanize the squad in a way that's, I'm telling you, man, Nina Turner's a leader. Human being. She's a human being. We all are human beings. We're all fallible. We all make mistakes. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody walking on water. I'm not suggesting that. But she does have leadership ability. Is it possible Nina Turner could come into Congress and be a support mechanism for people like AOC while she's doing her thing? I'm not saying that's her role. She's got other, she's going to be there to serve Ohio and also the rest of the country. But I'm just thinking out loud, guys. I'm just thinking out loud. Is that possible? Or is that crazy talk? Something's going on, Johnson, on Facebook. Junior says other groups get individual attention. We get none. All right, guys. Well, that's it, guys. I'm here long enough. Wolfpack, I want to say thank you so much once again for making this a very productive night. We got a lot accomplished. I think we said I got a lot off my chest. I try to keep it real. Always, you can contact me at tim@timblacktv.com. Don't forget to follow the show. Real Tim Black, Facebook, Twitter. But come on, my brother Wolfpack. It's good to have your face in the place, but we need all of you. We need you in the fight. And to be an evangelist, to go out and spread the word about what we're trying to do here. As I gotta believe that we're doing it for a reason. And that reason is to mobilize other people and galvanize people together, to inform folks so we make better decisions. You can't expect people to vote a certain way if they don't know what the hell is going on. And you can't expect them to learn what's really going on from corporate media. Those people are opposed to you learning this stuff. They're directly negatively impacted by you being factually informed. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not their best interest. Trump used to say, I love the uninformed voter. Oh, I love the uninformed voter. He was honest, at least about that. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much. Remember, don't let anybody take your cornbread. And these bastards will try to take your cornbread. Throw some hot water on them. Yeah. Don't argue this weekend over these. Somebody wants, Biden's the greatest thing. He's amazing. I want to name my children after him. I have a baby, call it Biden. I'm going to do this. I can't wait. I love Biden. Just say, yeah. He deported more Haitians than Trump. Now, if the person you're talking to doesn't care about Haitians, or if they're a bigot, that might not work. You can say, well, you know how we hated the fact that Breonna Taylor had the no-knock warrant, and that's what killed her, basically? You can say, well, you know, Biden wants the cops to be able to go into your house and take your gun without knocking. All right, see you later. I got to go, man. Got to go over here and take care of some stuff, but I'll talk to you. Don't sit around and entertain. Let them look it up. Let them look it up. Let them be a part of their own education. Because, here's my saying, guys. A man convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. You never convince somebody of nothing. They convince themselves. You ain't magical. I mean, come on. Your mama think you magical. Your wife may think you magical. Your husband may think you got magic. But you know what? You're a human being. People convince themselves, Johnson. So help them convince themselves. Sprinkle some facts on them and get out of there. Too much salt spoils the meal. A little bit. Get your ass out. All right, that's it. I'm gone. I love you. I got nothing but love for you. See you on the next ones, Johnson. Wolfpack. Let me ask you something.
Don't
they know
fall
us?
for the banana in the...
When I say they, I mean the talking heads on cable news. Do they know you? I mean, they talk about the world as if it's a sport. They play political games, report on our pain, rack our brain to feed the stock exchange, but do they know us? Do they know what we care about? Nope. They're too far away. They can't see us. They can't feel us. They can't relate to us. See, when you want to know what's going on in your world, trust someone who lives in your world. Subscribe.